Chapter 67. Jiang Ziya as commander. When he saw Hong Jin, Jiang Ziya knew that Princess Long Ji had won the day. When she returned, Jiang Ziya bowed courteously and thanked her. Congratulations. This is a blessing for both the state and the people. I felt sorry that I had contributed nothing of worth. Long Ji replied. Jiang Ziya ordered his men to bring Hong Jin before him. He cursed the general. You dare oppose the will of heaven. But you can't get away with it. He ordered that Hong Jin be put to death, but just as the executioner was lifting his cutlass, a Taoist rushed up panting. Stop! He cried. Nangong Kuo ordered the executioner to wait and went to see Jiang Ziya for further orders. When he was ushered in, the Taoist bowed and greeted Jiang Ziya. The Prime Minister asked politely, "Where do you come from, brother?" "I'm Heavenly Matchmaker. Incantations Immortal told me that Hong Jin and Long Ji were destined to be man and wife. If you spare him, he'll help you when you march on the 5 passes. I can't discuss this further with him because he's from the Jade Pond." Jiang Ziya thought. He asked Deng Changyu to see Long Ji about the matter. "What do you wish to discuss?" The princess asked Deng Changyu when she entered. "Heavenly Matchmaker's here. He told Prime Minister Jiang that you are destined to marry Hong Jin. The Prime Minister would like to see you. I was sent down to this vulgar world as punishment. How can I burden myself with marriage?" Long Ji said with a sigh. Deng Changyu dared not ask any further. She returned and told Jiang Ziya what the princess had said. The Prime Minister and Heavenly Matchmaker went to see the princess in person. After the greetings were over, Heavenly Matchmaker said to Long Ji, "Dear Princess, Jiang Ziya will soon march through the 5 passes, and Yo and Hong Ji are to achieve great merit on this expedition. You can't resist fate. Had it not been destined, how could I have arrived here just before the execution took place? Princess, take my advice. Don't make another mistake. Make up your mind before it's too late." Hearing his speech, Long Ji heaved a long sigh. "I never expected that I would become so involved in this vulgar world. Since you've got the power over marriages, how can I resist? I must obey your order." Both Heavenly Matchmaker and Jiang Ziya were delighted to hear her reply. Hong Jin was set free and treated with medicine. He returned to his own camp, bringing over Ji Kang and the whole army. He wedded Long Ji on a lucky date, the 3rd day of the 3rd month in the 35th year of the reign of King Zhou. With all its provisions and weapons ready, West Qi was prepared to march eastward. When King Wu held court the next day, Jiang Ziya moved forward to present his memorial, proposing to attack the tyrant with the other nobles. After he finished reading the memorial, King Wu remained silent for a long time. He then said, "Prime Minister, King Zhou has been forsaken by the people, and in this respect it's all right to attack him. Yet our late king, my father, warned us, no matter what, a minister should never attack his king. If I approve your proposal, I'll be criticized by future generations for being unfilial, as I will have disobeyed my father. I will also be seen as disloyal. Though he's unkind, King Zhou is the king. We might just wait until he repents. Don't you think that would be much better? How dare I forget the king's last words? But the nobles are going to meet at Mengjin, and if we don't attend, I'm afraid I'll be held responsible. I hope you'll consider this. They may do as they please, but you and I should remain loyal ministers, don't you think? How can we bear to see the poor suffer? It's a crime if we don't obey the wishes of heaven." San Yisheng moved forward and said to King Wu, "I hope you'll listen to him, Your Highness. The people will be disappointed if we don't act now. Besides, King Zhou has attacked us so many times. We'll be unable to live in peace if we don't take things into our own hands." I agree with the Prime Minister's suggestion. We can join the nobles in a united front and then wait for the king to repent. In this way, the people of the whole kingdom can enjoy peace and will gain the full trust of the nobles. We'll remain the filial descendants of our ancestors and faithful ministers of the king. You may consider it in this light, Your Highness." King Wu was delighted with this idea, and he said, "You're right, dear minister. Tell me, how large will our army be? If we advance eastward, you must appoint the prime minister as commander. Grant him the yellow axe and white scepter and empower him with full authority. He can then manage political affairs on all sides." Sang Yisheng replied, "I'll do as you suggest and appoint Jiang Ziya commander plenipotentiary. According to the rites, we must build a high terrace, which you can use to offer prayers to heaven, earth, the rivers and mountains. You then must ask the commander to ride in an imperial carriage, which you will push to the terrace. Please arrange everything for me, minister." King Wu said. Sang Yisheng then visited Jiang Ziya to offer his congratulations, and the next day, he ordered Nangong Kuo and Xin Jia to build the terrace. About 10 days later, the terrace was completed. Sang Yisheng went to see King Wu and reported, "As you ordered, we have built the terrace on Mount Qi. We have chosen the 15th day of the 3rd month for you to announce the appointment." King Wu agreed with the plan, and on the 13th day of the 3rd month, Jiang Ziya appointed General Xin Jia as Chief Justice of the military court. He then issued the military regulations and stuck them on the front wall of the court so that they would be known by all. The military regulations contained the following clauses. First, those who do not advance when they hear the beating of the drums, do not retreat when they hear the sounding of the gongs, do not rise and go forward when they see that the banner has been raised, or do not lie down when the banner has been lowered, are considered slow to act. Those who violate these rules should be sentenced to death. Second, those who do not react appropriately to others, do not answer the roll call, do not come back to the camp on time, or violate discipline, are considered cheats. Those who violate these rules should be sentenced to death. Third, those who are keen on play or fond of drink, do not report wrongdoing and plan activities which violate regulations or convey wrong orders, are considered sluggish. Those who violate these rules should be sentenced to death. Fourth, those who always complain and defame generals, do not obey orders and correct their mistakes, are considered rude. Those who violate these rules should be sentenced to death. Fifth, those who make a loud noise, defy bans, or cast abuse, are considered frivolous. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. Sixth, those who embezzle money and steal cereals causing a shortage of money for the repair of weaponry, are considered to be embezzlers. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. Seventh, those who create and spread rumors, believe in ghosts and gods, use dreams as a pretext to spread fallacy, or agitate officials and soldiers, are considered to be goblins. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. Eighth, those who are wicked and crafty, confuse right and wrong, stir up trouble, or fight each other, are considered untrustworthy. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. Ninth, those who insult local residents, or perform obscenities on women by force, are considered treacherous. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 10th, those who steal money or articles belonging to others or denigrate the achievements of others, are considered robbers. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 11th, those who cause a disturbance in the camp or eavesdrop messages, are considered spies. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 12th, those who reveal military plans and requirements to the enemy, are traitors. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 13th, those who do not accept any changes in their jobs and demonstrate their refusal by their facial expressions, are considered timid. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 14th, those who leave their lines, rush backwards and forwards, making a noise, or do not obey orders, are considered troublemakers. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 15th, those who pretend to be ill or wounded to avoid battle or pretend to be dead so that they may flee away are considered dishonest. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 16th, those who are in charge of money and cereals and award others according to their relationship with them, thus causing complaints from other soldiers, are considered cheats. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. 17th, those who are careless when they are scouting the enemy or lie about the information they collect are considered frivolous soldiers. Those who violate these rules and regulations should be sentenced to death. On the 14th day of the third month, Sun Yisheng went to see King Wu and said, "Would you please go personally to invite the Prime Minister to the terrace? How should I conduct myself at the appointment?" He asked. "Remember how the Yellow Emperor appointed Feng Ho as his commander, Your Highness?" "Yes. I understand exactly what you mean." The next day King Wu went with all his officials to call on Jiang Ziya. Music and the roar of cannon fire filled the air. Sun Yisheng strode forward to guide the king. Entering the silver security court in the Prime Minister's mansion, Sun Yisheng and King Wu invited Jiang Ziya to the terrace on Mount Qi. When Jiang Ziya appeared in his Taoist robes, King Wu bowed. "Commander,